Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar or give me a thumbs up if you like the post, or else hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next video, or otherwise you can look me up at my website, which is www.garethcahoon.co.uk, or if you like the ministry and would like to support it, you can do so through PayPal garethcahoon3@gmail.com. This one is a warning by Senator Lindsey Graham. Trump will kill Khamenel if Iran regime murders protesters. US Senator Lindsey Graham threatens as violent crackdown continues. Reports suggest regime is losing control of some cities. Trade strikes continue. US Senator Lindsey Graham warned that President Donald Trump would kill Iranian regime leader Ali Khamenei if his forces continue to kill protesters as the massive demonstrations against the regime enter their 12th day. Protests and violent clashes were reported from 111 cities across all of the country's 31 provinces, where at least 34 protesters and 4 security personnel were killed and some 2,200 protesters were arrested. According to the US-based human rights activist news agency Harana, speaking to Fox News, Senator Graham doubled down on Trump's threats from a week ago that the US would come to the rescue if Iran shoots and violently kills peaceful protesters. To the people of Iran, we stand with you tonight, Graham said. We stand for you taking back your country from the Ayatollah, a religious Nazi who kills and terrorizes the world. And to the Ayatollah, you need to understand, if you keep killing your people who are demanding a better life, Donald J. Trump is going to kill you. He continued, help is on the way. Graham's warning came as the regime has continuously escalated its violent crackdown against the protesters, while regime officials threaten Israel and the US, whom they accuse of instigating a revolt. The Islamic Republic of Iran considers the escalation of hostile rhetoric against the Iranian nation a threat and will not tolerate its continuation. Without responding, General Amir Atalami said, according to the state-affiliated Fars news agency, Hatami, who commands the regular army but not the Revolutionary Guards, warned that Iran's response would be harsher than during the 12-day war against Israel in June if the enemy makes a mistake. Meanwhile, the regime continued to try and differentiate between the legitimate protests over the dire economic situation and alleged organised armed uprisings. The regime's top judge warned protesters on Wednesday that there would be no leniency for those who helped the enemy against the Islamic Republic. Following announcements by Israel and the US president, there is no excuse for those coming to the streets for riots and unrest. Chief Justice Ghulam Hosseini Moshiai Ejai stated, eyewitness testimonies and video footage circulating on social media indicate that regime forces, including mercenaries from Iraq, took to the streets across numerous cities, implementing military checkpoints, chasing crowds with motorcycles and beating and shooting protesters. Video footage showed that crowds continued to chant slogans like "Death to the Dictator" and "Freedom" and "Don't be afraid, we are all together." Michael Doran, senior fellow at the Hudson Institute, wrote on X that the city of Karaj, the population of which is 1.5 million people, just over 50% Persian, with Azerbaijanis making up about 30%, has fallen to the protesters. This is the third city and by far the largest that the regime has lost control of. On Wednesday, merchants and shopkeepers in traditional bazaars of Tabriz, Isfahan, Mashhad, and Kerman joined their colleagues in the capital of Tehran and left their shops closed to signal their solidarity with the protests, according to the New York Times. Two shop owners whose identity was kept secret so as not to endanger them told the New York Times that the regime had tried to negotiate with trade representatives to open their shops, but that the talks failed so far. According to the opposition aligned outlet Iran International, a call to action by Crown Prince Reza Pahlavi to attend central and unified protests across the country on Thursday and Friday evening gained massive traction online, indicating that more violent clashes are ahead in the coming days. So, as I said a few days before, this has been happening for years, and Iran has violently cracked down. In fact, just a few short years ago, a girl that was protesting and didn't wear her hijab properly on her head was severely beaten. Her name was Mahsa Amini, and she was brutally killed, had a brain injury, all because she had a bit of hair showing on her head. This is the control these mullahs want to have on the people, and the people aren't taking it anymore. So I pray that Iran will be free and that they can go back to the days before 1979 when the Shah of Iran was friendly with Israel, that the two countries could be at peace once more, and that Iran would stop funding Hezbollah, Hamas, and the Houthis, and that the Iranian people could once and for all be free from these tyrants who only want to steal, to kill, and to destroy. But God has come to give the Iranians life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Free Iran. Stand up for Mahsa Amini and make Iran great again. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.